Hey. All right, here we go. Hey, Chris Jube, the glamping guy. I'm really glad you're here because I'm going to take you a walk on my property. So I wanted to do a video that's sort of a timestamp of Monument Glamping on April 6, 2023. And just walk through the property, say this is what we've got going on, and these are the containers and the units and the ideas we got fleshing around. And who knows what it'll be come opening day, or even a year or 2 or 3 here from now. We're entering into our 5th year, and we've got a lot established and going on, and I'm here to help other landowners and investors and everyone into the glamping space on their properties and make sure that they do a better job than I've done in the last 5 years. I learned a lot from a lot of mistakes, which is what this channel is all about, helping others in their glamping journey. So anyway, I'm talking too much. Let me go ahead and walk the camera all the way around our 6.5 acres to show you what we have going on here at Monument Creek. All right, this is the container. We call it the Classic because it's the first of several containers that my son built. The neat thing about this one is that we're getting it stamped by an engineer. We want to reproduce these and actually sell them as product to other glamping people. I'll leave a message if you want to take advantage of that. They're the cutest little things. They have little kitchenettes and a bed and a fireplace and TV and running water, shower, sink. It's really very cozy. Call this a semi-outdoor experience. I mean, you can go indoors and it's a nice little tiny home, but it's also got this deck with a hot tub and a fire pit and a view, and that's what really makes this awesome. So let's go to the next one that's down the hill a little bit. I forgot to mention the snow. Obviously it snowed a good almost 6 inches last night. But anyway, this one is called Shady Pine because that big shady pine tree there. This is a fun story. This is the first platform that I built 5 years ago when Wendy and I kind of fell into the whole glamping movement. We didn't even know glamping was a thing. Built a platform, we erected my tent while I did a remodel, threw it up on Airbnb and booked out the rest of the summer. And then we knew we were onto something. And here we are 5 years later. It's got the fire pit and the hot tub and the grill and everything, and it's got the view. The biggest criticism we get from it is that it's so close to the house that we actually put up a privacy fence here last year because of that, and it gave people more privacy down here. But the view is just to die for. It's really it's wonderful. Now we're going to walk downhill all the way to the creek to see the first bell tent that we have set up. So let's go. Holy Toledo. This snow really caught the bell tent off guard. You can barely see it. This is called Braveheart. We call it Braveheart because it's got a split color to it, like white and a little bit red, like the face of Braveheart. And it's right next to the creek. You can almost hear it. Can you hear the water ruffles through the rocks right outside the tent? I had to study this very carefully because there are grooves in the floodplain down here where I can erect a tent and I can't erect a tent. These are raised beds, bell tents on top of them made by White Duck. Now these are off-grid stays down here at the creek because in the floodplain you can't run electrical lines and stuff like that. So we're putting solar panels down here so that you can pretty much keep your devices charged and things like that. And we have the outhouses down here, but they'll actually have a bathroom also that they can go to. I'll get to that a little bit when I walk the rest of the property. These are really nice stays. Ducks and geese flying over constantly, and you'll have deer walk right through there. I've got some videos on the Monument Glamping site of me sitting down here with my coffee, just having a deer almost walk up to me. This is the first of 3 bell tents that I have going on. The other 2 are not put up, but I'm gonna just show you where the pads are. Let's keep walking. Okay, you can't really see it very well, but right here, deck on the front, and then you got the creek in the back. We had the tent up a little bit last year. The creek kind of flows right around you and kind of swings around this way, goes over there by the other bell tent. For the 3rd bell tent, I don't have that pad built yet. We plan on building that this month and getting it open. I want to show you where I thought I was going to put it, but because of that flood issue, or the floodplain issue, I was not able to. It's actually right next to the creek like the other one. These two appear like they're up by the creek, but they're actually up above, out of that second tier of the floodplain. So I'm able to build it here. Let me show you where that is. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this is where I wanted to put it. I mean, this is just gorgeous right here. However, it's too close to the creek. I might move the picnic table down here. You know, I might put some yard games or something like that, so that maybe all of our glampers can come down here and really enjoy time right next to the creek, and it'd be more of a shared area. That's further down this summer that I'll probably build that out. So let's keep walking. Okay, so this is where the third tent is going to be, the third bell tent rather, and it's going to be right here. It's kind of tucked into the landscaping a bit, so in the summer this will all be leafed out. Just beautiful. You won't even see the tent almost. And then it has you can't really see the creek from here unfortunately, but you'll be able to see the ducks and the geese and things like that flow over. And this is what's really cool. This is a major pathway for deer. They come straight down this hill and right to the creek, and I bet you our glampers are going to get a lot of sightings of mule deer that walk through the property. So I'm excited about this one, or this placing. It's not going to be so bad. I mean, it's unfortunate it's not right next to the creek, but you kind of move with the property, you know, and that's okay. So now I'm going to show you something that we were blessed with. Not too long ago. At first we thought it was a curse, but it was such a good deal that I had to jump on it, and we'll see how it goes on my glamping property. So let's go take a look at our first official RV tiny home. So just wait till you see. Okay, you're looking at what is it looks like a tiny home, but it's actually a registered RV, and that's why I'm allowed to use this as well. I would be allowed with a tiny home too, but it would have to go through the same permitting process that my container is going through with the engineer stamp and all that. So it's a much more detailed process for tiny homes. This is an RV, and we brought it from it was kind of a foreclosure deal that I got caught wind of in the area, and I got a great deal on it. But we decided to put it here instead of a tent. We were going to put a tent here, and we had the plans and everything ready for it. But now this is going to go here, and we're going to have a nice deck, and there's going to be a hot tub, and it's going to be kind of nice. But it's definitely will be less of the camping angle of glamping and more of the tiny home ADU type of camping. It still has access to the property. You'll be able to walk down, but they'll have like heating and air conditioning and high speed internet and things like that. So it's actually more like almost like a little house. Well, like a tiny house. All right, now I'm going to show you the last two tents as well as a little surprise. Let's take a look. All right, this is another safari tent, except this one's got poles in it, so it really holds up nice and sturdy. And to the snow, I mean, you can look at it, it's got 6 inches of snow, and it's still doing fine. It has a hot tub and a fire pit and a grill, just like the other safari tent, except this one's got a better view of the creek. You really can't see it yet, especially when it's all leafed out and stuff like that. But an easy access down here. You really have to drive in further down the hill to get to this area. Now the neat thing about this is that this is one of 2 tents I have all the way on the side of the property, and we built a bathhouse that's walking distance right outside this tent, and it has a bathroom, like a shower, a toilet, and a sink that people can wash up. And that's been one of the biggest resistance factors to people who want to go camping or glamping, because there's not a running around and shower. Well, now we have it. So let me show you that before I show you the last safari tent on the property. I'm just going to walk the camera around this way, but right up from the tent, you can still see we're still developing it, but this is going to be a combination lock bathroom where people can actually come in and go to the bathroom. So here's the deck. Let me show you how we are really in construction here. So this is the room so far. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do still. But the idea is that this bathhouse will be for both tents. The tent that I just showed you, as well as this beautiful Davis tent. Let me get it sized up with the camera, and I'll tell you about this one. Okay, so this we call sunshine, because you sit on the deck and you actually can see, now you can see my whole property almost. Well, not really, but you can see a lot of it, the valley anyway, and the creek. So the sunshine, we put timber accents on this one and a rain fly over it. We do plan on putting one there too. In fact, I've got the timbers and everything out and ordered the timbers and everything for it, because aesthetically the timbers look fantastic. I mean, this is so Instagrammable that I expect to see pictures all over the internet about sunshine and the other tent. So this one has a hot tub in the back also, so it's actually got a private room with your hot tub, and the grill is back there too. And then this is more your sitting deck where you can watch the sun rise. And in fact, the sun's right in my eyes right there. The sun rises right there, and you can watch some ducks flying right over right now, and the deer. And like I said before, the deer walk right through here. So the deer will walk right between here and the tiny home, and among the trees, and it's really beautiful. So this is the last of the unit. So I showed you the container, the first Safari Davis tent, the bell tent that's up, the 2 bell tents that I plan on putting up, then the Safari tent down there, and then this Safari tent, and the tiny home. And those are our 8 units that will go on this property with our special use glamp ground. So let me bring you all the way back up to the front deck and kind of get a full circle of the property, and then leave you with a word of encouragement. Okay, well, that's my journey through my property. Thanks for taking the full loop with me. Wherever you are in your glamp hosting journey, I hope you find you could gather some things off of this video and go, oh, that's a good idea, or ooh, that's the thing, you know. And that's why I started the Glamping Guy, is to help people develop their own properties and making wonderful stays for people, exemplifying their gift of hospitality. That's what Glamping Guy is about. So go ahead and like this video and share it too, and subscribe to the channel because I would like it to grow, and also subscribe to glampingguy.com. We've got all sorts of things on that website that's going on, all to help landowners and investors and any glamping enthusiasts to make the best of their journey.